Thank you all for coming. Um, before we get to your questions, just basic business. What I thought of the game, it was a hard fought win over a good team. Um, it's hard to be too mad over a win where you come out on top, where you stay undefeated. But no, I'm not happy with our play. I thought our front seven did not play well. Um, I thought in general, our secondary was okay. They made a couple one-on-one plays that we'd like to have back, but what can you do? I thought our offense was okay as well. I wouldn't say good. Um, I thought our offensive line. We're gonna have a meeting. They're meeting right now in the locker room, and they know they're not. They did not play well. I mean, there's no need to mince words. I thought Zeke was fine. His touchdown run was great. I thought Will was okay. He seemed out of rhythm early. I thought our receivers were okay. All in all, it's okay. I'm proud of what we were able to do at the end of the game. Big ups to Daniel Jones for coming in and making plays when he needed to. And, we got the win. Game balls. Offensive game balls going to go to Daniel Jones. Came into the game through 2 touchdowns. One. We were between giving it to him or D. Rich. Richardson was stellar. I think he had 9 catches, 153 yards, and 2 touchdowns. But we're going to give it to Daniel just because to come off the bench like that and lead a team is great. Defensively, we didn't really feel like anybody deserved a game ball, honestly. So no defensive game ball given out. We're instead just going to give a game ball to our kicker, who, Milton was able to it was a 43-yard field goal. So I'm ready to take your questions.
Yeah, can you give us an update on Will Varga and his status for next week?
Yeah, Will Varga is fine. He's tweaked his back. We held him out for precautionary reasons. He wanted to go back into the game, but honestly, the future of our team is more important than making sure we got to win against Tennessee. But he was fine. He'll be back next game.
Yeah, can you talk a little more about what your defense, why they struggled today, and why it seemed like they were on their heels?
They had a good game plan coming out. I didn't think our defense played poorly. We're still waiting for Green to hit that next level. I thought he had a good matchup today and just didn't get home. Finally did on that last defensive play, which did lead to us getting the ball back. I thought our run pursuit was not great. They were able to get outside with Harold, and if it weren't for a few missed cutbacks, I think he'd have over 100 yards in the day. Our linebackers, I didn't think were very good at all. And these are guys who are veterans. LV's a veteran. Jalen Smith is a veteran. They know they need to be better. I thought our corners played fine. I thought they had a game plan that was predicated on sort of dink and dunk, work their way down the field underneath, and we were comfortable giving that up. We had 3 one-on-one plays and lost all 3. That's not going to happen every week. Calvin Vaughn is a star for a reason, and he made big plays.
Yeah, how much of today's issues in the passing game was the offensive line, and how much of it was, maybe wide receivers not working deep down the field?
Yeah, I don't know what. I think our offensive line has been good. They've given Will plenty of time. I thought today it was a combination of, I don't think our guys dealt with the press coverage. They were dealing with press coverage most downs. I don't think they dealt with it very well. Adoree Jackson was great on Dylan, and because of that, I don't think he was able to be as effective as he has been. We had some key drops, though, and that's something we have to work on if we're going to be a great team. We can't have drops like that. For as good of a game as D-Rich had, he had a big drop in the end zone. Should have absolutely come up with a catch there. Tyler Boyd had 2 or 3 drops. We saw Rudy Cox have a drop. I mean, when you can think of each player and the number of drops, that's too many drops on the day. So, but credit our guys, they fought. And at the end of the day, I think today we proved that even through adversity, we're able to come out on top. And that is an invaluable asset as you go forward against the meat of the NBL schedule.
Once again, Rudy Cox had a couple catches in the first half, was really quiet. Can you talk a little bit about, is Rudy Cox living up to his potential
Yeah,
right now?
we wanted Rudy to step up today, and I thought he made some big plays in the first half. We got to work at better scheming him into our game. We had this problem with Dylan early in his career with us, and he didn't really find a stride until he moved to the slot. A lot of it is Rudy's got to develop a little better. We got to get him some cleaner route running. He came out as such a physical specimen. You can't live and die by your ability to grab the jump ball. We got to work with him a little more and scheme him better. But Dylan had the same problem early when we traded for him. For whatever reason, we don't do a great job of working our weak side wide receivers into the game plan. So, we'll work on it. Listen, it's only week 5. Yeah, I thought our defense was great in the fourth quarter. And at the end of the day, that's when you need them to be great. I don't know what was going on the first 3 quarters. I don't think we played. Again, let's not pretend like we gave up a ton of yards. They worked underneath all day long. We eliminated. They didn't have a deep passing game by any stretch of the imagination. They were only able to get things underneath. They threw their halfback a bunch. They threw drags a bunch, and our game plan coming in was to try to control the run game. Because of that, do I think we achieved that? No, I think. We were not doing a good job of containing the weapon that is Jimmy Harold. But as for the pass game, I'm pretty happy at how we played, apart from the couple jump balls. And at the end of the day, you just got to make a play.
Yeah, can you talk a little bit about how the former New York Giant Danny Dimes did coming into the game to lead you to victory? What a performance!
Yeah, credit to Danny. I thought he came in and made some nice throws. I think the first couple throws was a little bit of ring rust. I think he, I don't think he was, he wasn't perfect, but, at the end of the day, he was able to throw some dimes. He led us to 2 touchdowns. Even if one was a fortunate break, he kept composed. He didn't make any turnovers. I'm really, really happy knowing that if God forbid, Will does go down for any amount of time, we have a capable backup, and that's why he got the game ball, because he came in and made a play, and I will continue to say I think backup quarterback is the hardest job in football, because at the end of the day you have to be ready to play at all times, and if you don't play well when you come in, you're going to get crucified by the media. So, I'm really happy with the way we were able to fight it. 21-7, we certainly could have folded. We certainly could have come out and not played well, not fought back. But at the end of the day, we got a couple defensive stops, so I really like our defense in the fourth quarter. Jalen was able to get free on a sack on a 3rd down. And on the last 3rd down, Rasheem Green was able to finally get free and force a quick throw. So, Danny finished the million stat line 11-13, 106 and 2 touchdowns. That's efficiency, and that's what we look for. I think, there's nothing harder than coming in down by 2 scores and getting the putting your helmet on and go out and win us a game. So, yeah, it was impressive. I'll take one more question. Yeah, you in the back.
Yes, Nick Voboro from the Moscow Times. Your team sits at 5-0. Are you guys thinking about championship aspirations? What are your goals moving forward and next?
Yeah, we take it one game at a time. We have our goals in practice this week. We got a tough game coming up next week against the Rams. It's a Rams team that we saw on NBL Live take down the Seahawks, who are one of the best teams in the NBL. And they also have a potent running attack. If you think about it, we have faced 4 straight great runners. Redskins, Christian McCaffrey, Giants at Saquon Barkley, Titans with Jimmy Harold, now the Rams with Todd Gurley. We got what we have to work on in practice. Will be back. He'll take a day off. The team will have the day off tomorrow, and then we'll get him back to work on the practice field, and we'll fix things. Again, at the end of the day, as a coach, as an owner, as a person who's involved overseeing the entire organization, as somebody who's watched a lot of NBL football, it's easy to come out here and go, be mad about it. But at the end of the day, we're 5-0, and you can't be better than 5-0. at this point in the season. But we got to take it one game at a time because we have big aspirations this year. And you guys know BTF is following us, and we just got to be better, and we will be better. And we're looking forward to next week. All right, thank you guys.